Hey guys, Double K here, and welcome to the Porsche Project. So what this series is, if you don't know, is I have this model car. It's a Porsche 918 Spyder, and I got it for Christmas, and I'm like, hey, you know what? What if I do a video of me building it? So this is not just going to be one video of me building it, because this build will take several days, along with gluing them all in place and letting them dry. It just takes a very long time. So I'm actually going to be doing a series of me working on it step by step. And yeah, that's basically what the Porsche Project series is going to be. So without any further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so let's get started. The first part of this build starts with the engine. So if you look at some of the pieces here, you can see that they are on these brackets. Now I've already started removing pieces for the brackets for the engine, and we're just gonna start out with the engine. So the first pieces for the engine are going to be the right and left engine halves, the engine top, the engine rear, the transfer case cover, and the right and left rocker covers. So if we take a closer look here, you can see that all of the pieces have these little divots and these little extensions so that they can basically plug into each other. So here's what we need to do. We need to put the glue on the little divots around the pieces and fit them together. So these pieces came white, and I painted them over the course of several days. Now, these pieces fit together very snugly, or at least they're supposed to. So what we need to do is we need to put the glue on the pieces that have the divots and the extensions so that they fit together kind of like Legos in a way. So what we need to do is we can take the glue, and this glue likes to come out constantly. It never really wants to stop coming out. So what we have to do is we have to be very quick and very gentle when putting the glue on these pieces. So then we find the places where these go together, and we can sort of put the glue on little pieces of where the two engine parts touch. Just like that around the edges. And now, hopefully, we can fit the two pieces together without having any problems. So something like that. So we let this sit for a little bit. It also kind of likes to melt the paint, so if you ever do this, be sure not to touch the glue. It'll stick to your fingers forever, and it'll melt the paint, and the paint will get on your fingers, and then you're gonna have to dip your fingers in like alcohol or something, and that makes your fingers feel weird for the rest of the day. So please, follow my advice, and try not to get glue on yourselves. So, it looks like these pieces are nice and stuck very well together, and that's the two engine halves. So the next part is putting the top on the engine. So this piece goes like this, and let me try to fit it before I glue it. It kind of just fits in these little, it fits perfectly actually. In fact, it fits so perfectly. Just look at that, look at this close up. It just fits really, really well, the divots and everything. So, with all that done, we can take the piece off very gently. Actually, oh, it kind of wants to stay there. And then we can take the glue, and this glue is starting to string, oh my goodness. And the only places we need to put glue are the little divots. Ah, here we go. And the only places we need to put glue are the little pieces right here. So, we can, I believe, just fit the piece right into its position. Right there. And now it is time for this guy right here. So this guy goes in this area, this big old hole right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue I'm going to put some glue around the edges. Right there. That's about all I need. This little tiny square right here. I'm just going to set it, and hopefully I get into the right position where I can just push it in. And I'm coming close. Oh, there we go. And it should sit right on top of the engine. So we got that guy right there. And now we are going to put the back of the engine on. This guy is pretty small. I don't know if you can see that, but there we go. This guy is very small, but it looks like he will hold up just fine. So I'm going to get some glue, and it looks like I can just put some glue on the back of the piece right there, and that's all I believe it needs to hold this piece in place. So let me stop fumbling around with my fingers and get that guy right about there, and it fits perfectly well there. So now we have these little guys right here, and these guys are going to go on the sides of the engine. They have these divots right here that are going to fit right into the engine. So what we can do is they're going to sit flush with the engine, so we can put some glue right on the corners here. And then, let's turn this around so you guys can see. Get a good grip on this. And fit it just like that. And oh my. Let's just hope it stays. Let's just hold it there for a little bit to make sure it's secure. And there we go. Now, for the other side, let's take our piece, put some glue right up against the divots. Right there. Right there. Now, we put this piece right into engine. If I can find the holes. Okay. Let's get this guy. Doesn't exactly want to go. So if you can see right here, it doesn't really want to fit exactly flush. And that might be the cause of this guy right here. But I believe it'll be okay. If I can move that little guy, I can. So, but it doesn't look like the other piece is extremely flush either. And you know, these are pieces of plastic that have been taken off of a bracket. So they won't exactly fit perfectly together because of the little tiny pieces that sometimes I can't seem to cut off. But I think it's going to be okay. So now we're going to take the engine front and put it in place. So this should sit flush with this part of the engine, and once again it's got one of those hole thingies, and it fits in right there, there, and there. So if I got these pieces situated the right way, this piece should be able to fit in properly. So let's just put some glue right up against the little extensions. And now that we have that, we can fit this piece right where it needs to go. There we go. I'm going to hold it there for just a little bit because it wants to come back out. But it is sitting perfectly flush with the two big engine pieces. So now we are going to need the intake manifolds and the exhaust manifolds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the exhaust manifolds first. So if we turn the engine sideways, this piece goes on the left side and this piece goes on the right side. So we just need to place them in the little tiny holes of this engine, and they will stay in place, and they need to be perfectly upright. So let's take our glue and let's put just a dab on each one. Oh, Glue's coming out too strong. Come on, just give me a little bit. Just give me a little bit. I don't need that much. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. All right, so that's one, and we will just put it right there, just like that, and let's hold it in place to make sure that it sets properly. So that guy seems to be doing all right. Let's do the other one. So let's do it piece by piece by piece by piece, and there we go. And this guy will fit right right down there. Oh no, I'm messing up. I'm messing up. I'm being a derp. I'm being a derp. Come on, come on. It's not fitting. I know what it's not fitting. I'm putting them in backwards, for heaven's sake. What the crap is wrong with me? So there we go. Those two exhaust manifolds are fitting very snugly on that engine. Alright, so now it is time for the intake manifolds. I believe these are the intake manifolds. I don't know much about car innards, but whatever. So we got these, we got these little guys right here. They got like these big thingies. We'll just put glue on each end, and let's put one right there. So this guy will go on the left side, right about there, and he will just fit in there nice and snugly. That's what I like to see. Premium snugness, you know? Okay, so that is in there so tight that I don't need to wait for doing the other half, or the other piece. So, let's just take this guy, go down the line, come on, there you go, there you go, there you go, and there you go. Alright, so that seems to be doing good. Glue's stringing on me again. Wow, glue, come on, man. And let's fit that guy right there. Nice and snug. And you can really see how tight these pieces actually are. Because look at that, they just stuck right into those holes, and then there you go. That's the intake manifolds. They're like the most secure pieces I've put together this whole time. So we got just a few minutes left. Let's put these four pieces together. So these pieces go together just like the engine did, and these pieces go together just like the engine did. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna outline a little bit of glue around this entire guy right here. If the glue decides to come out, which it is, yes. Okay, so I'm just outlining a tiny bit of glue, hoping that I'm not using too much. And let's put these two guys together. If that's the right way to put them together. Oh, overlapping just a tiny bit. Ah, there we go. Nice and tight. These guys are not coming apart for a very long time. So, there we go. That's one piece there. And then, let's do this guy. So this guy looks quite interesting. Look at those tube thingies. So what I'm gonna do is, since I can hold on to this guy quite well, I'm gonna outline the glue around him and just proceed to put a tiny bit of glue around pieces. And there we go. And now I'm just gonna slide this guy right in there and hope that I'm doing this correctly. And it doesn't look like I am. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh gosh. Okay. Are there little holes for these pieces to go? Oh, I see what I did wrong. The bottom of this piece does not have flat ends, so I'm gonna have to trim off these ends right here. and right there. And let's see if these guys will fit any better together. That looks much better. All right. So these pieces, while not as snug, are still fitted together quite well. So we have the entire engine. We have this guy right here. We have this guy right here. And these three pieces here will all fit together as one piece. So first, you're going to turn this guy around and take this guy right here, and he's just gonna slide straight in there. That's easy enough. And I got him going the proper way, so let's take our glue, put glue on this guy. Come on, come out. I want it to come out, it'll come out. And then, oh, we got a bubble. Glue, stop bubbling on me, please. Thank you. All right, there we go. So I can just slide this guy right over into there. I'm just gonna hold him there. Oh, hey. Maybe I should put some on the ends, like there and there. All right, let's try that and see if it works any better. And we're just gonna hold this guy as he is until he kind of sets for a little bit, and then we'll move on to the next guy. Okay, so this guy is a little wobbly, but I think he will do. And this piece here actually fits in right into this guy, right into the guy that we just put on. So let's put glue on these little pieces right here. If the glue wants to come out, come out. There you go. There we go. Ah, coming out too fast. There we go. And there we go. All right. So I believe the piece goes on like this. And let's see if I can get it to go on. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Stay where you are, little guy. You're not going anywhere. Don't tip on me. Let's slide this guy right into where he needs to go. And it looks like he also slides in to the little pipes right there. And he's almost making it. He's almost making it. He's just a little bit off from the pipes. The pipes are kind of like pushing him forward, but he's not getting close enough to this little bag-like thing right here. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I'm pressing them together, hoping that they will solidify in time. Let's just have a close look at it right here. And oh, yeah, that looks just fine. That looks great. We have an entire engine now, guys. It looks like everything is fitting together the way it should. So these pieces have had a little bit of time to set, and now it's time to put the engine on the bottom of the car. So we set the car like this. I did not paint this side of the car because this side of the car, I believe, is going to be hidden from view. If I'm wrong, then I made a giant mistake and I'm gonna pay for that later. So the engine will go like this, and it's got these little rectangles here, and they will basically just fit right into the engine. So I'm trying to see where they will fit properly. Looks like I found it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put glue on the sides here and here and here and here, so that we can stick this guy in where he needs to go nicely. And now let's just hold that guy where he is, and we have an engine on the bottom of a car. So this guy's looking very promising. We're going to let all the glue dry, and if I need to come back to tighten any pieces, I will do that before the next episode. But for now, here it is. The engine of the Porsche 918 Spyder. So that was episode 1 of the Porsche Project. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please pardon my terrible camera skills. I'm gonna try to get that down by next episode, but I hope that the video was still enjoyable for you. If you enjoyed this video, then do me a favor and hit that like button down below, and also consider subscribing for more projects and other content. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!